No matter what's currently popular in the fashion scene, simple outfits will always come out on top. Yes, we all get our heads turned by trends, and sure, they are fun to incorporate into our wardrobe from time to time. But one thing all of us have in common is that we get most excited over the most basic, simple pieces and outfits, and there's many good reasons for that. So today, I'm going to talk about what those reasons are and how you can incorporate them into your everyday outfits, so you can continue looking your best without overcomplicating things. Let's start by defining what a simple outfit actually is though, because we might all have slightly different takes on it. In my opinion, a simple outfit will rarely contain more than 5 pieces: shoes, pants, t-shirt, a top or jacket, and maybe a hat. Once you start adding more layers than this, things can become a bit too busy and complicated. Don't get me wrong, it can of course be done, but simple outfits will always be foolproof. Another thing that makes an outfit simple in my eyes is that they're very normal and down to earth. In other words, the use of loud or busy colours and patterns is minimized, to a point where simple outfits are so simple that you may not have much to say about them at all at first glance. I also think that simple outfits are never purposely part of a trend. Even though some of the pieces might happen to be trending, it's never the intention of a simple outfit, and those pieces will endure and look good even after the trend is over. Now that we're all on the same page about what a simple outfit is for the purpose of this video, let's talk about how and why you might want to start wearing them. What are the benefits and why are they so much better than overly contrived and complicated outfits? They're approachable and easy to follow. Firstly, the clue is in the name as to why simple outfits are so loved. They're simple and easy to put together. There's not really much thinking involved, and the advantage of that is that you don't have to plan them out. As nice as it is to have well thought out outfits with multiple layers, colours and patterns, they will inevitably require some forward thinking and planning to make sure they work. Not everyone has the time or energy to do that. With simple outfits, you're pretty much able to decide what you want to wear and then have them on body within 2 minutes. It really is a stress-free way of wearing clothes. And so for those of you who want an easy, chill life, simple outfits are probably for you. They're repeatable. Next up is something I talk about quite a lot on this channel. Simple outfits are great because they're repeatable. When you're settled on your go-to outfit formula, you can just repeat it day after day. Look at everyone's favourite dress celebrities at the moment. Jeremy Allen White, Jacob Elordi, Paul Mescal, Austin Butler. We love them because they're wearing basically the same stuff every day. When they're not dressing up for red carpets or movies, they have daily uniforms. And simple outfits are the best for daily uniforms. The individual pieces may vary slightly, but the overall essence will remain the same. And just like I mentioned in the last point, this means less planning and thinking about clothes because you pretty much know exactly what you're going to be wearing each day. This leaves more time for just getting on with things and enjoying life. And what's not to love about that? You can minimize your wardrobe. Next is something that kind of ties the last 2 points together really. It's the fact that if you prioritize simple outfits in your rotation, you can really minimize the size of your overall wardrobe. This might not be so important to everyone, but I've personally found a lot of satisfaction over the past few years reducing the amount of stuff I have by either donating or selling things I'm not using and freeing up space for things I actually do wear or use. I'm not a minimalist by any stretch of the imagination, and I probably still have a few too many clothes. But getting rid of most of that fluff makes things so much cleaner and straightforward when getting dressed. And as I said, it really feeds into those last 2 points. Simple outfits are about needing fewer choices that you can throw on within minutes and wear every single day without getting bored. There's nowhere to hide. Alright, next up is something you could easily think of as a disadvantage, but I actually think is a good thing, and let me tell you why. It's the fact that with simple outfits, there's not really anywhere to hide. What I mean by this is that with busy, loud, flashy outfits, you can kind of wear something ill-fitting and poorly made without much care, because everyone's going to be fixated on the novelty or even comedy aspect of your outfit, rather than how good it actually looks or fits. Which may not bother you at all, but I personally don't want to be seen like that. With simple outfits, it's quite the opposite. You're on full display. But why is this a good thing though? Well, it kind of forces you to find and wear pieces that actually fit your body type well. This means getting to know your sizing and proportions and wearing things that complement that. The upshot is that it really improves your overall knowledge and fashion game, so you can make very simple pieces look good, and it also carries over into future purchases because you've refined your understanding of what to look for. As silly as it sounds, wearing simple outfits can just make you better at fashioning. Versatility. Alright, next one is a pretty obvious one really. It's the benefit of versatility you gain from simple clothes. For the most part, simple outfits are low-key and inoffensive. There aren't any crazy fits or cuts, and they don't stand out too much. Some people might say that sounds boring, but the way I see it is that they're just really versatile. You can wear them to a lot of occasions as they are, or use them as a base to build up from if you have a special event. When the base outfit is simple, it takes very little to spice it up or to modify it to suit your plans. Plus, the things you do add to your simple outfits will have a much larger impact compared to if you added them to an already very busy outfit. Small details will make a big difference. For example, accessories like a watch, necklace or scarf. Or just the way you wear things, like making use of a French tuck, rolling up your sleeves, cuffing your trousers, and the way you button up your shirts and jacket. These tasteful hints of style usually go unnoticed with complicated outfits. But when you wear something simple, it can make all the difference. You can buy better. Finally, one of my favourite things about simple outfits is that they really encourage you to buy better. We've already talked about how simplicity narrows down the number of pieces you could own, and how it makes it easier to wear the same thing over and over again. So it naturally makes sense to invest in better made pieces that are going to fit this type of rotation, not only because better quality materials will last longer and feel more comfortable, but just as I mentioned in the last point, the small details will really stand out, such as the collar on your t-shirt, the type of denim your jeans are made out of, what zipper your jacket has, whether your shoes are made of quality leather. These are things that great manufacturers will make an effort to emphasize with their pieces, and will make a real difference to the look of your simple outfits. So it really encourages you to want to research for the right pieces for you, and then have the confidence to spend a bit more money on something nicer that's going to stand the test of time. And so those are the reasons why I think, most of the time, simple outfits are the way to go. I'd love to know if you agree or not. Let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ta-ra.